Hi guys, it's Daniel from DK Physio. A big part of what we do at the clinic is we try and get the patient to take control of their own injury. So I find that using a Cando exercise band is a really helpful piece of equipment that we can give patients in the clinic. We can go through certain exercises with, and then they can do it at home. So one area that I see quite a lot of in the clinic is hip weakness, whether that's coming from the joint itself or some muscle weakness around the hip joint. And I find that using the Cando exercise band is really helpful in doing some exercises. And I'm going to show you a 3-part exercise that you can do at home. So the first exercise that I like to do is called a bridge. I know it's a very conventional exercise that most people do, but it's a really good one just to get the glute muscles activated. So the way I like to do this is you tie a hole in the TheraBand and then you place it around your thighs. You're lying flat on your back and you're trying to keep a little bit of a gap in the lower back, so you're not trying to keep it too flat. Then what you're going to do is, as you take a deep breath in and out, you keep your ribs on the mat and then you slowly lift your hips in the air and you hold for about 3 seconds and then lower back down. Now, it's really important with this exercise that the patient doesn't feel it in the lower back. They're really predominantly trying to feel it around the upper hammies and glutes, and even a bit through their front hip joint through the core as well. So one more time, just lift up, hold for 3 seconds, and then slowly back down. The next one I like to do is I'll get my patient lying on their side, assuming they don't have any pain or any type of bursitis. Put the TheraBand around their upper thigh, make sure there's enough tension, and then they're slowly lifting their top leg towards their roof, keeping their ankles together. Now, this exercise is called a Clam, and it's very important that while they're doing this, they're not actually irritating their hips. So you have to constantly be asking feedback from the patient whether or not they have pain. And most of the time they shouldn't, and it's a really good glute medius exercise to start them off with. And once again, I'll try to get them to do about 8 to 10 reps. The last part of the series, I'll get the patient to roll onto their stomach, keep the TheraBand where it is. They're lying flat or in the prone position, and you're going to get them to lift their leg in the air and rotate the foot out and hold for 3 seconds, and then slowly back down. What we're trying to do here is activate the glute muscle, but adding a bit of that rotation is also trying to get those intrinsic hip muscles working. So once again, extending the hip, rotating the foot out, holding for 3 seconds, and then lowering back down. And the same thing, trying to get 8 to 10 reps out, aiming for 3 sets for all these exercises.